In the icy grip of the Himalayas, where the air is thin and time seems frozen, an ancient legend endures. A giant beast, a phantom in the snow, a creature that defies explanation. They call it the Yeti. For centuries, the people of Tibet and Nepal have whispered of the Métis, the wild man of the mountains. In Sherpa folklore, the Yeti is no myth. It's a guardian of the highlands, a creature to be feared, respected, and revered. Carved into monastery walls and passed through generations of oral tradition, the Yeti is more than a monster. It's a part of the spiritual landscape. But where does this story begin? The Himalayas, stretching over 1,500 miles across Asia, cradles some of the most remote and hostile terrain on Earth. Towering peaks, unpredictable weather, and deep hidden valleys have kept secrets for millennia. In these uncharted expanses, anything seems possible, even the survival of a legendary beast. In 1832, British explorer B.H. Hodgson reported spotting a bipedal creature covered in long, dark hair. But it was in 1921, during a British Mount Everest expedition, that Lieutenant Colonel Charles Howard Berry documented large footprints at high altitude, sparking a Western obsession. Newspapers dubbed it the Abominable Snowman, and a modern legend was born. Over the decades, climbers, villagers, and adventurers have presented tantalizing fragments of proof, mysterious footprints, tufts of hair, even entire scalps preserved in monasteries. In 1951, mountaineer Eric Shipton photographed a massive footprint in the snow near Everest. The image captivated the world, fueling decades of expeditions and speculation. Some Sherpa monasteries claim to possess relics, a Yeti scalp, a hand, sacred artifacts that drew the attention of scientists and skeptics alike. Yet none of this evidence has stood up to rigorous analysis. Hair samples tested over the years often match local wildlife, bears, goats, or even humans. The infamous Pangboche Yeti hand, proven to be human. The scalp? Belonging to a sero, a Himalayan goat antelope. Still, the debate rages on. Are these all hoaxes, misidentifications, or clues pointing to something undiscovered? Modern science has taken the hunt for the Yeti to a new level. In 2017, a landmark study led by geneticist Brian Sykes analyzed 36 Yeti-related samples from across the Himalayas. Most were from known animals, but 2, allegedly from Yetis, matched the DNA of an ancient polar bear species, one possibly extinct. This fueled theories that large, unknown hybrid bears could be roaming the mountains, misidentified as Yetis by startled witnesses. Scientists suggest that local bear species, especially the Himalayan brown bear and the Asiatic black bear, could easily be mistaken for an upright walking humanoid in foggy or snowy conditions. Other theories propose genetic anomalies or mutated animals as possible sources of sightings. Despite decades of searching, no verified Yeti remains have ever been found. No bones, no carcasses, no definitive DNA. But in a region as vast and remote as the Himalayas, absence of evidence is not necessarily evidence of absence. So why, despite the lack of hard evidence, does belief in the Yeti endure? Part of the answer lies in culture. In Nepal and Tibet, the Yeti is woven into the fabric of daily life, a symbol of nature's mystery and power. For the Sherpa, it's not about proving the Yeti's existence, it's about respecting it. But there's also something deeper, a psychological need for the unknown. The Yeti represents the wild, the untamed, the unexplored. In a world increasingly mapped, monitored, and understood, the Yeti is a reminder that some mysteries still breathe in the shadows. Stories of the Yeti tap into our ancestral fears and fascinations. They challenge the boundaries between myth and reality, science and folklore. Even as technology advances, the Himalayas remain largely unexplored. Could unknown species still be hiding in the world's rooftop? Some scientists say yes, but not in the form of a bipedal ape man. Rather, in microorganisms, rare flora, and elusive animal subspecies. Yet the search continues. New expeditions are underway, blending cultural respect with scientific inquiry. But as the hunt for the Yeti intensifies, so do ethical questions. Are we disrupting sacred traditions? Are we risking fragile ecosystems in the name of discovery? In our quest to unmask the Yeti, we must tread lightly, not just through snow, but through belief systems and biodiversity. The Yeti may never be caught, may never be proven or disproven. But perhaps the true power of the Yeti lies not in its footprint, but in the mark it leaves on our imagination, a symbol of mystery, of wildness, of wonder. And in a world that often feels too explained, too exposed, maybe we need the Yeti more than ever. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. The Bizarre, exploring the strange, the forgotten, and the unexplained.